Do you know what can make somebody actually follow through with something that they want to do? Document it on YouTube, because then it makes you feel like you're accountable to the people that are watching and that they're relying on your information. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And I have been doing a lot of art related things with my channel. I first started with personal growth, then I moved on to doing some art related things. And I'm actually a therapist. I have my licensure in the state of Mississippi, and I even have a private practice that my parents actually own, who are going to be eventually passing that down to me and my sister, who is also a counselor. And I was trying to find a way to sort of reignite my passion in the counseling field after being a school counselor and going through that for so many years. I feel like I need a little bit of a revamp. And last year I took this class that was an expressive arts, trauma-informed, nature-based. It was really complicated. But anyway, it was a class on expressive arts, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. And I want to continue growing in my artistic adventures. I'm currently taking like a watercolor class and doing a lot of different things related to art, but I wanted to be able to integrate that and really niche down my therapy business and practice so that it aligns more with what I really enjoy doing and being able to create with others. This is my video on my actual business plan and what I want to do in the business that I already have. Now, I work part-time there, so I only have just a small handful of clients. I work there 3 days a week, and that gives me an extra day that I could work with to sort of create this program that I'm envisioning in my mind to happen over the next couple of years. And I'm just really excited about it. I want you to come along on this journey with me to see if I can actually grow this therapy business, starting from scratch, basically, how this all works. And if you are an art therapist, or you incorporate a lot of art with your clients, let me know what you like to do and some tips and tricks. If you happen to find this video, I'm open to any kinds of suggestions on growing this business. Anyway, let's first start with my phase one. And that my phase one is going to be testing and evaluating my plans for my art practices. With some of my current clients, I have a few activities that I want to do with them and see if they enjoy it, if they like it, and what kind of adjustments I need to make regarding some of these activities. And I know as like an art therapist, a lot of times they will just go with whatever the individual wants to do. And I'm good with that too. I want to provide a variety of activities to give the client a choice on how they want to approach whatever theme that we are going with and exploring. The first exploration that I really want to focus on, especially in this coming month, is emotions and talking about emotions. And I will be creating several videos based on these different themes and different activities if you want to follow along with that as well. And you can even practice some of those or choose one to do for yourself. Anyway, the first phase is just really going to be developing that, I don't want to necessarily say curriculum, but like activity log, and exploring what my clients enjoy throughout that process. Phase two of my business plan is going to be the local marketing and building that awareness. One of my ultimate goals is for us to, me and my sister, to be involved in a BNI group. I can't remember exactly what it stands for. I might like write it in the description or the underneath, like here. what it actually stands for. But it's about entrepreneurs who are in a group with other entrepreneurs who are also growing their business. And it's just sort of a community of business owners that can talk about their business and help spread the word and awareness within the community about your business. That is something that we're working on and in progress with. Another strategy for my marketing is to connect with other school counselors, especially ones that I know, and for them to spread that to other counselors that they know, to reach out to other counselors that I know, to share with them what I'm going to be doing, and to be able to create that referral process so that if they have a client who they feel would be interested in an art-based therapy approach, that they can send them my way. And phase 3 is going to be actually launching this business. And I want to do things probably a little bit differently too, because I would rather work with groups of people. I feel like in our society right now, there's so many things that are very individualistic, and that therapy can be very much an individualistic thing, because each person has their own goals, their own problems, things that they're trying to get through. However, I think, and my belief system is that when we are in a group and when we are in a community, we can better learn from one another, and we can go through these things together. And it just creates a larger group of a collective openness, and I don't even know the right words to describe it, but if you know what I mean, let me know what words I'm trying to get out here. But you just feel more connected and like you have that group to go to who may be struggling with different things. And so that is my goal, is to focus on a group art-based therapy technique or activities, and then letting the group decide which activity we will actually incorporate. And I know that I might have to target specific age group. I've been working at a K-12 school, so I'm really comfortable with any ages, but I wanted to dedicate time to create activities that are specifically for children, specifically for teens, young adults, and then actual not older, but just adults. And so that's kind of my plan. And then my marketing strategy with that is to create the awareness about the business, and then create a Google form or something that will allow people who are interested to say if they're interested in it, so that I can gather a collection of how many people in those different groups would actually want to participate, and then reach out to those groups and say, hey, we have enough people that are willing to make this work. And then my groups will be anywhere from like 6 to 8 people. That gives a wider range of collectiveness and creating that community without being too big to not individually know everyone in the group. Phase 4 is going to be actually structuring those group exercises. I'll have to start with an intake process for each individual to make sure that I know that what their goals are for therapy, and how that's going to align and work in a group setting, and if this group is going to be good for them to participate in, or if they really need a more focused individual sessions. Oh my gosh, my cat. That's Coco. I have a 6-week program that I want to implement with this series, and those 6 weeks includes emotional regulation, coping skills with stress-related things like that, building relationships with other people, because that's extremely important, creating some self-awareness and building confidence within yourself. That's something a lot of people struggle with. Let's see, there were 6 things. Sensory regulation, understanding how your body is reacting in different situations and meeting your body's needs. And then, brain control and executive functioning skills, focusing around that area as well. And so all 6 of these different areas, to me, really help support individuals who might be suffering with ADHD, they might be suffering with autism, they might be suffering with anxiety or depression, and they might exhibit these problems. They may be exhibiting these types of symptoms, and art therapy can be really, really therapeutic in working with your hands and actually creating something and something coming out of you, especially when people struggle to use their voice and how to communicate. And obviously watching this, you can, I don't know how much I will keep in here with my stumbling and thinking and processing what I'm trying to say, but that has always been difficult for me to process what I'm saying and to be able to actually get out exactly what I'm trying to say. And so that's why I really, really love art, because it can really get out exactly what you're trying to say, even if you don't have the language to go along with it. Anyway, that is my business plan. Come along with me on this journey. I'm so excited to start it and let you see how this progresses. And let's see, anything else? I'm just really, really excited. I need better words. But anyway, that's my plan. Tell me what you think. What should I be doing differently? What do you think could be helpful in organizing this plan into fruition? I would love to know. This is the start of an amazing journey over the next few years. Stick around. Bye.